There's a lot of talk, I think too much talk, about what white folks think about Barack Obama. But it strikes many of us that there's a African-American community, that's a cantankerous lot. They remind me of Jews. There are a lot of opinions there.
Right.
I saw you on a really interesting, I guess it went viral, a viral video, a certain Davy D.
Davy D.
I'm going to quote you. And no, this is a great quote. This is a great quote. This is not a gotcha moment, Professor Dyson.
No worries.
Speaking of President Obama, he is willing to sacrifice the interests of African Americans in deference to a conception of universalism because it won't offend white people. Now, if you said it, you're speaking to people, you have your ear to the ground. It means other people have said it as well.
Sure.
Tell us about that critique. Tell us about why it might be dangerous to get that out there too much. Tell us about your feelings about me reading it to you.
Look, these are tough times, and black people love Obama amazingly so. Now, they didn't start that way. I remember I've known Obama since '91, and when I signed on quite early and endorsed him before 25,000 people down in New Orleans for the Essence Festival, you know, it was a moment.
You were one of the first, weren't you?
I was one of the first. You know, Ebony Magazine says one of the first prominent African Americans to do so, but I believed in him. A lot of black people, what? You know, what's going on? Who's this dude, Barack Obama? What are you doing? I said, trust me, he's the deal. So I stuck with him. I believed in him and still believe in him. And I sold him, so to speak, to black people. Look, this is a man, he's not a black president, he's a black president. The adjectival nature, the modification of the adjective of the noun is incredible here because he's a president for all the people. Now, what I expect from an American president is to be concerned about race as well, because that's an American phenomenon. That's not a black or brown or yellow or white. That's an American problem. So, but it gets fuzzy there because now I think he trades on the implicit solidarity of blackness that he claimed not to appeal to silence any critique of him emanating from black America. Black people are very touchy. Hey, what do you mean? You critical of Barack? What's up? You hater? No, come on. I love him. I support him. But at the same time, I think we have to do what he said, hold him accountable. And it's easy to let him off the hook, so to speak, by saying, look, he's got to deal with white folk. You know, in dominant white America, he can't say but so many things. Look at what happens when he tried to defend Gates. They went ballistic. So he can't speak. I said, yeah, so are you telling me that it's worse for us to have a black president in terms of the interests of black people than it would have been for Hillary Clinton? Are you really saying that? And what do you mean when you say that? And are you realizing what you mean when you say that? I don't buy that. I say that we have to hold Obama accountable. He's a president. He's not a prophet. Black people get, you know, what philosophers call a category mistake. He's not MLK. He's JFK. And that means you've got to have who is the Martin Luther King Jr. to Barack Obama. You have to see, right? So he's occupying all the roles now. He's playing all the instruments on the album. He's prophet. He's priest, he's Messiah, and he's political organizer and grassroots organizer and president. Slow down. Can't play all those roles, right? So I think what happens here is that black people have to understand that there needs to be prophetic critique of Mr. Obama, even as there's political support for him. And what I'm trying to suggest to black people, and I know it's very dangerous, and I know it's very hard for us to understand, is that we can love and support him and still hold him accountable.
Critical. It seems to me that you're in a very complicated position. As an intellectual and as a professor, you have to be critical. And I'm thinking of Albert Murray, who speaks about the novelist's task is to be critical, and sometimes that's painful because you have to say things that people don't want to hear. But at the same time, you have obvious respect and obvious admiration and a personal relationship with President Obama. How do you navigate that tension, being a critical intellectual at one moment and at precisely the same moment, having to criticize somebody who represents something that you really might believe in? Do they clash? Does it result in bad dreams? What?
Well, look, you're one of the most brilliant intellectuals out there. You understand the history and tradition of that skepticism that is necessary in order for us to maintain our bona fides as intellectuals. And it is hard to balance that with my personal appreciation for who the man is. I love him. In fact, the name of my book coming out on Obama is called Presidential Race, playing off of that, you know, race and his race for the White House, Barack Obama and Blackness in America. And the name of my introduction is called A Lover's Complaint. I love the man. I unabashedly love him. And I want him to succeed. But I know at the same time that there are many forces pulling on him. There's a lot pulling on his coattails. We can't both say at one and the same time, he's the most powerful man in the world, so let's forget, you know, let's not ask too much because he's like the most powerful guy in the world. Really though? So if he's the most powerful guy in the world and you say he's got a lot on his plate, that's the job, dog. That's the job, right? You ask for it. You know, look, I gotta make free throws with 7 seconds left in the game. You're paid $20 million to do that. Please spare me. You're the president of the United States. Those are big shoes to fill, and you're the man, and I believe he can do it.
Professor Dyson, I'm so happy I'm on the faculty at Georgetown University with you.
Friend, it's great to be on the faculty with you. I learned so much from you, and it's always great to talk to you.
Thank you so much. I hope to see you again soon, okay?
Look forward to it.
Thank you.